Hello, good afternoon. How's everyone doing today?
Okay.
Today my speech is going to be on chocolate. Everyone loves chocolate. Even comedian, writer, and actress Joe Brand said that anything is good if it's made with chocolate. People have been enjoying chocolate for thousands of years around the world, and it can be used in baked goods, hot and cold beverages, also in beverages and candy. Um, the National Confectioners Association, as well as Chocolate Manufacturers Association, have done a survey and found that by far, chocolate is North America's favorite flavor of adults. The goal of my speech today is to inform you about chocolate. First, we'll go over the history of chocolate, then we'll go over types of chocolate, and lastly, we'll go over the physical effects of chocolate. First of all, the history of chocolate. Ancient history of chocolate is with the Olmec civilization. They were around during the formative period of Mesoamerica, which was 1500 BCE to about 400 BCE. They made a drink out of the cocoa beans and spices. Later on was the Mayan civilization. They also did the same thing. They were around 250 to 900 CE. The Europeans didn't get chocolate until the 16th century. That's when the Spaniards got a hold of it, but they thought it was too bitter and too spicy, so they actually used sugar cane instead to sweeten the drink. Modern history of chocolate will be when Conrad Houghton in 1828, a chocolate manufacturer, found a process known as Dutching, that took the bitter taste out of chocolate so people would want to eat it more. Later on in 1847, Joseph Fry and Sons, chocolate manufacturers, found a process to put cocoa butter back into the chocolate after the Dutching process, and they also added sugar to it so that it could be formed into a paste where they can actually make it into chocolate bars. Then in 1893, Milton Hershey bought some chocolate processing machinery, and he actually made it possible to mass produce chocolate candy bars at a reasonable price so that everybody can afford it. Because before that, it was just for people of nobility that had a lot of money. Alright, now that we have covered the history of chocolate, we will now focus on different types of chocolate. And I have my visual aid right here. Different types of chocolate. Alright, on this board we have dark chocolate, milk chocolate, white chocolate, and semi-sweet chocolate. Dark chocolate is a blend of sugar, cocoa butter, cocoa liquor, and vanilla on occasion. And this would be your dark chocolate right here. Then you have, your dark chocolate, by the way, contains at least 70% cocoa. The semi-sweet chocolate, which is right here, it contains up to 50% cocoa, and it is a blend of sugar, cocoa butter, vanilla, liquor, and less sugar. It has less sugar than the dark chocolate. That's the only difference between the dark chocolate and semi-sweet chocolate. Milk chocolate is a blend of sugar, cocoa butter, cocoa liquor, milk, and vanilla, and it contains up to 50% cocoa. And that would be the milk chocolate right here. White chocolate is a blend of sugar, cocoa butter, milk, and vanilla, and here's your white chocolate right here. And actually, some people don't even consider white chocolate a chocolate because it doesn't contain any cocoa solids. So, now that we've discussed different types of chocolate, we can now go over the physical effects of chocolate. First of all, chocolate has positive effects on the body, which are, when you eat chocolate, it releases chemicals in the brain. These chemicals stimulate the brain and gives you a sense of pleasure and feeling better about yourself, push you into a good mood. That's why people like to get chocolate when they're unhappy. Plus it has caffeine in it, so that always helps break anybody up. Negative effects are that if you eat large amounts of chocolate, but you're at a higher risk for obesity. Because it's a energy-rich food, and which is my next point, energy-rich food. If you eat a lot of energy-rich food without increasing your physical activity, like working out, doing some PT, then that excess energy would be stored as fat, and nobody wants that. So, in conclusion, today during this speech, I've informed you about chocolate. First, we went over the history of chocolate. Second, we discussed the different types of chocolate that there are. And lastly, we discussed the physical effects of chocolate. So now you're able to have a better understanding about the kind of chocolate and what they do. People will continue to enjoy chocolate for many years to come. It's a favorite food for many people around the world, and it can be used in baked goods, hot and cold beverages, and candies as well. Fraser University, a public research university in British Columbia, they have a website called the World Atlas of Chocolate. And they stated that just in the year 2001 alone, Americans consumed 3 billion pounds of chocolate, which totals $13.1 billion in sales. So this is proof that people love chocolate all around the world. So thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for listening to my speech. Thank you for your time.
That is. All right, girl. Good job.